else can do. Send you my location, let's try something new. For a few, through and through. Oh baby, this ain't love. Keeping shit a secret fits you like a glove. I'm so hyped to see you, it's all I think of. When I'm up above, give you a shovel. Time's not healing, just revealing. I can tell the things you like. It's appealing, trust your feelings. Let me love you for the night. Time's not healing, just revealing. I can tell the things you like. It's appealing, trust your feelings. Let me love you for the night. Maybe I could waste your time. Is it something that you'd mind?
Whoa! Oh, forgot 2D Theos is still there. Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I forgot to set all this up like a fool.
Toothios. You were too excited.
Boom. Here we are. Welcome into MonsterCon. Completely forgot this was dropping today whenever I made my schedule. But we're here now. Hi, welcome in. I'm excited for this. Super hyped for this. I'm going to be playing as Mila from camp. And then Zugun's going to be playing as Valera?
Valerie?
Valerie?
Was it Valerie?
Yeah, it was Valerie. Zugun's playing as Valerie from MonsterCon 1. I guess also expect like another playthrough of this next week as well, just because I love the fuck out of it. But no, I've been hyped for this for a while. This is super exciting. We love romance games. Especially the MonsterCon series. Because who doesn't want a fucking monster?
It's true. We all have our permit here.
Ow, ow, ow. Congrats on your 3rd streak there, Nier. But as dreamy and spooky as Con was. It's called SpookyCon, that's it. It also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question: would we get a date for that night? As uncertainly plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam de Liancourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was actually truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, 24, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, 25, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passions for stabbing people. Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, and even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who was contractually obliged to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of your lives? We had half our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Oh shit.
So, April's 24, huh?
April's 24.
Like
Which is
2 days
today. April 1st is 24. Oh my god, they did tease it.
Stop putting together.
Okay, tell us 3 things I like.
Ooh.
Step on me.
Step on me.
Man. Evil layer interior design. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And low-level monsters.
Ooh boy, ooh boy. Let's go, magical girls with a dark twist. Forming a cult for the roles. And PhD on ship dynamics.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Top 3 tropes. Murder.
Yes. The murder, the blue and the pink.
We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long. Making our own comic. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Oh shit, we had to unlock genres?
Oh,
This game, you're gonna... Let me do it.
Oh.
No, am I... Okay, I'll use the mouse. I can do romance. Oh, is that for both of us?
yeah. Let's
Oh,
cut
shit.
up together.
Oh, we're doing some romance comics. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
Going live in 3, 2, 1.
I have very low charm. We also don't know what we need for whoever.
Yeah.
Okay, so our schedule. Okay, so here we go. Your stats as well.
They're very little smarts, very little fun.
You're stupid and not fun. Do I lean in heavy to one thing, or do I just...
That's the question. We gotta figure out what we want, but it's hard to do in the moment.
Right. Oh, turn this down a bit. Oh, you could change it anytime too.
Ooh.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah.
Missed the wallpaper. Okay, let's... Shit. You know, I'm gonna go for Bolt. That's just gonna buff that up with my Astarion cosplay.
Nice.
You're walking around the lobby when you feel a sudden urge to pee. Look for a bathroom quick. And the bathrooms are gross, but if you know a thing about bathrooms, is that using them always ensures true boldness. It's the main reason why people use them. Some things never change. You're hanging out with Omen and Doug when their walkie-talkies beep. They're being summoned by the con volunteer middle manager. What's the situation, boss? We'll get him as soon as we could. Do you want to voice Omen?
Sure, I'm trying to figure out what kind of voice. We'll do annoying. Okay. Come first. But considering you're so lucky I even came out.
We have an emergency. Someone said let a tiger onto the mortuary.
This is the most
This is the most glorious day of my life.
I need you two to get it out of here. Get it out of here before you hurt somebody. Not are you, ma'am? Oh, that's a man. Sorry, I couldn't tell. Your candlelight.
Oh.
But don't you think we should call animal control or something? We're not experienced to deal with wild animals. There's no time to find real professional. Their lives on the line. Yours, for example. Good luck. Try not to die.
Howdy, partners.
Relax,
Oh
y'all.
boy.
I heard the situation. I'll capture the tiger. I got natural way with wild animals of the Wild West. Nico,
Arthur Morgan.
I love you, but I have several problems with that idea. One, you're not actually a cowboy. Tigers aren't native to the Wild West, and I don't think you could capture a tiger if you were a cowboy. But I can do it. I really can. I've been practicing with a lasso. How do you think I got the tiger in here?
What?
What? Nico, did you let the tiger into the con just so you could show off your lasso? This town ain't big enough for the two of us to be asking questions, Buckaroo. We got a tiger to wrangle. Well, However it happened, there's a tiger in the con and you need to deal with it before it kills you or any of your hot friends. Any ideas? Craft and wear a convincing fursuit to lure it out. Use the intercom play annoying high-pitched anime girl giggles. You throw together a tiger fursuit with voluptuous tits and subtle sensual vulva. It looks good, but it's missing something. Like a backstory to help. Missed, get into character. What if he used to be a tiger toy that came to life, thanks to the incredible imagination of a young boy? But too new to the world, the tiger ate the boy. Now it roams the land, yearning to finally learn what it means to be a tiger. Yearning to learn what it means to be loved.
Ooh, I fucking love
It's
this.
dark and homicide. I love it.
Get out there, Mist, and remember, don't wear the costume, wear the character. Next thing you know, you're thrust into the merch hall in a fursuit, staring down a pissed off tiger. Stage fright turns your blood to ice and shuts down your brain. For the love of God, you can't remember what sound tigers is supposed to make. Fuck, this is School Musical all over again. But no, today will not be the day you beat your paralyzed. Today will be the day you beat your paralyzed stage fright. Unfortunately, you get mixed up and start doing the tap dance routine you never got to do back then. Oops. The tiger studies you. Maybe it's working. Maybe it was memorized by your tap dancing skills. Should we do something? Looks like the tiger's mauling Mist. No, Doug, it worked. Can't you see it's mauling him with tender devotion? The violence is a tiger's love language.
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Gosh, I know so little about these things. But I guess it makes sense. Red is the color of passion, after all. And with all that blood, everything's covered in Mist's red. Sticky love.
Fascinating. Perhaps I am a romantic after all.
The good news, after half an hour, the tiger got tired, and your friends could capture it. Apparently, the whole thing made everyone think you're a romantic at heart. Bad news is you got mauled by a fucking tiger. You gain 2 creativity for your cool fursuit, but lose 2 smarts for the rest of your plan.
Gotta make some money.
Ooh,
Where
Ew.
to?
I'm gonna go to the merch hall.
Valve Emporium's back up.
Yeah.
You find a portrait artist in the Artist Valley. Apparently, you can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small, and cute. Hey, maybe it's maybe it's ginger-haired. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, the glow sure adds +2 charm to your looks. You're roaming the booths when Zoe, April, and Doug when they spot a booth selling cute plushies and other merchandise. Super kawaii signs around it say, cuteness levels over 9,000. Prepare to bust a new ooh.
Okay, my curiosity's piqued. I gotta see how kawaii this shit is. Come on.
You all pass more signs and as you enter the booth. Not for the faint-hearted, senpai. Abandon all hope, ye sussy bakas who enter here.
I don't know.
This seems kind of sketchy. Are you sure this is safe?
Of course it is. It's safe. It's just a pricey store. Kinda weird marketing tactic, though. A genius marketing tactic that makes you want to check it out much more.
Finally, you enter the inner shop.
Talk about elves.
After all that build-up, this is kinda underwhelming. Yeah, these plushies are cute. It's not shit a rainbow and pass out cute.
Haven't seen anything yet, says the vendor smugly. Do you think you can handle my most kawaii products? You can't handle my products.
The products are too kawaii for you.
Oh, Shinzella.
I require only your kawaii plushies. I'm waiting to find out. Lay it on us.
The vendor pulls out a black box, unlatches the padlock, and shows you the most kawaii shit you've ever seen.
Whoa.
This
No!
no, it's too kawaii. They all collapse, vomiting rainbows and glitter. These levels of kawaii are too dangerous to be viewed with the naked eye. Do something before your friends fall into the cutest comas ever.
Whoa, God.
Option number 1.
Like,
Suck the kawaii out of your friends.
okay. The people under row 9 play at suck it out.
Good idea. But honestly, you'd call any idea that involves sucking your friends good.
Fuck, hold the phone. Is someone sucking on my ankle?
First choice, suck the ankle.
Suck
You're
it.
such a silly goose.
Looks like Spoon. What are you doing down there, silly goose?
Wait, let me guess. I think you've got a good understanding of Skloon's quirks by now. I think she's doing a leech roleplay. It must be a hot new craze.
No, I think she's trying to suck the excess kawaii out of my system. Poison.
That is a choice.
Hey. Sounds a little, let's go with not smart.
Well, she managed to distract us from the kawaii overdose, so I guess it was kind of effective.
Hey, dudes, they're the kind of works. This is my species.
Ooh la la.
What the
Hey,
fuck?
don't stop now. It's my turn to get my ankle sucked. Wait, but if it's not actually removing the excess kawaii, what do you want her to...
Well, she's clearly having fun with it. It's not a fetish or anything. Honk honk.
I love that kawaii, that April here has the fucking balloons of other emotions.
Oh no.
This...
Yeah.
You get back to suckling on your friends like like a newborn piglet. They praise you for your heroism and your sucking technique. Big wins.
Right.
You gain +2 boldness for being able to suck out the kawaii poison, but lose 2 smarts.
You reap what you sow, darling.
Back to bold. Oh no, we can't. Oh shit. Shit. Fun? So we have fun.
Oh, I see. So it takes away his thing.
Yep. So every time we lose something, yeah. So it's like camp and everything, where you have certain events that you can do, and then you go through and do like a gathering.
Oh.
I'll do what's fun? Haha, funny. Community zone.
Nothing. Ooh.
The Oregon Trail. You attained an indie tabletop game showcase. You attended an indie game tabletop showcase and get pulled into an Euro game based around the classic party game Never Have I Ever. It's like the original game, but there are different point values assigned to the severity of your admissions. There are also sudden death rules, a phone a friend mechanic, and a robber, somehow. 2 hours later, you decided that never will you ever play this game again. At least you gained 2 fun hearing the embarrassing things other players admitted. Time to flex your writing muscles. You're attending a workshop hosted by Zoe, author of Liam Prom, her popular fanfic about a world where everyone is Liam.
Zoe enters the scene.
Thanks for coming, everyone. I'm going to share some writing tips, and you'll get to flash write some fics of your own. Isn't that exciting?
So nervous. Zoe's such a good writer. What if she hates my work and stops being my friend and shadow bans me from reading Liam Prom ever again?
Fear not, pathetic mortals.
Fear not, Doug. You trade for this. The thousands of pages of fan fiction you've consumed were all leading up to this moment. Some quick and dirty tips are, well, to keep your fic quick and dirty. Write as much as you want for the rough draft, then cut the excess and keep the sexy parts. So, don't be afraid to get weird with it. The readers come into your house, and if they don't like how you decorate the place, they can leave. No, never forget the lube. It's writing advice, and good life advice in general. Now get to writing. Stir my heart and my loins. I'll be around to check on you.
Oh. Moved up my keyboard, but I keep making typos, and I still don't have a good fanfic idea.
That word, you should write a 2-page essay on all of the good deeds I did this week.
I'm not doing your homework for the redemption arc program, Omen.
It would be fictional. It fits the criteria.
Surely you can do better than that. So just a fanfic for Doug to write. A 9-to-5 dungeon. A slice of life about Doug working an office job as a low-level mountain in a dungeon. Bad artist copy, good artist steal. You've heard of Liam Prom. Now it's time for OmenCon.
Oh. I love it. The superior Omen Khan will crush the puny green Khan. That scrawny motherfucker better count his days.
Maybe, but we need to write it first. Got any character ideas that would help me get started?
I mean, you gotta throw in a Garfield Omen in there. Bitches love Garfield. It's me. I'm bitches.
What about a lactose intolerant Omen? She loves ice cream, but every day she fights an internal battle to endure the dairy farts.
Why?
Because farts are funny. Tell me a well-timed fart joke sound isn't the peak of humor.
A fart sound is not the peak of.
That
Fine, you win this round. Okay, but we're not forgetting about Garfield Omen, right? It was $1 million idea.
Oh, I've got an idea for the protagonist, Good Omen.
What the fuck is a good omen?
You know, an omen that isn't evil. And now they've got to learn they're a bad guy in most realities, so...
genius.
Where the other omen leads them down the path of Amy and the ultimate unredemption arc. Ooh, brilliant! I'm impressed, Doug. At this rate, you'll be the one running the workshop next year.
Aww.
Aw, I could never take your spot. Also, public speaking makes me want to throw up. You all spend the rest of the workshop pitching ideas for omens. Good omen, bad omen, bikini omen, Marxist omen, pizza omen, and yes, even Garfield omen. You gain +2 creativity, but lose 2 boldness.
Come on, I know a shortcut.
I know a shortcut.
What is left?
Smarts or creativity?
Let's do some creativity.
You're in the hotel room sewing your cosplay costume when you mistakenly sew it to the bed's blanket. You could unsew it, that would mean admitting you made a mistake. So you decide to properly implement a blanket into the costume design and leave your dumb ego intact. Look at you being stubborn dum-dum. Here, have 2 critters such out-of-the-box thinking. You, April, and Zoe stop by a hotel room to freshen up, and you're surprised to see Doug chatting with someone inside. Hey everybody, meet my new friend, Pom Pom.
Oh.
Do you guys have the stuff?
Who's this, Doug?
I don't know. I met him outside. He asked if I had the good stuff. I've got lots of good stuff at the con, so I said he could come up with me to check it out.
I think he was asking to see your vintage comics, bud. Yeah, the good stuff is usually code for drugs. I said I heard. Honk honk.
Golly.
Oh, golly. Is that true, new friend? Yeah, but you just said golly, so I'm guessing you don't have any drugs anyway. It's fine. I still got some of my own left. Anyone want to hit the slopes with me?
Ah, yes!
Yes. Yes, but no.
I don't know.
I don't know if I should. I've never seen a drug in real life before.
Only do drugs if you want to, Doug. And even then, only if you do them in responsible amounts with people you trust.
Amounts? It's not my style. We're doing an irreversibly fuck up your life amount. Oh, no drugs for me then. But you have fun with that. No, I fucking hate doing drugs by myself. I'm not leaving until we all get fucked up or until I die, whichever comes first. Yikes, this is a tricky situation. You need to think of something other than drugs that'll satisfy this creep enough to make him leave.
A 6-book. Ooh, romance fantasy. Convincing that it's true calling is become an astronaut. Ooh, the romance saga.
Joe Pom Pom, the first book of the acclaimed series, Feel the Snow, and Crows and Doe. Huh? What is this thing? Some kind of accordion-style brick of coke? No, silly, it's a book. And how do you do a book exactly? By reading it, you moron.
Hey man, let's not make assumptions. Maybe he's asking how to fuck the book. I personally recommend starting with.
La la la, I don't want to know. No. What I mean is, how do you get high off this? Do you tear into strips and snort it? Is it a suppository? No, you open the book and look at the words inside, and you're transported to other worlds through the magic of Imagination. Oh. So it's a hallucinogenic?
If we say yes, will it get us out of here?
Apparently the answer is yes. And later you see Pom Pom trading a book for some ketamine. So everyone eventually got what they wanted in the end. You gain +2 fun for spreading the joy of reading, but lose 2 charm. Everybody choose a video
Alrighty.
game. Say your choice out loud to the other players before advancing. Monster Con 4. What is your game?
Fallout.
Oh, Fallout. Got it. Player orders decided based on how weird it'd be if they released a kart racing game based off the game. I think it'd be weirder if Fallout had a racing game than Monster Pro.
Dog meat. Put dog meat in a cart.
Some fresh air.
I bet I can get a discount.
I think this run I'm gonna go for Omen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is you first. Where do you want to go?
Good.
Dig. Oh shit, we're gonna
Dig.
see Liam for the first time. Oh no, you have to pick.
Big.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Oh. Board game night.
Board game night.
Yeah.
You and Doug have a great game night. You play a few friendly rounds of competitive tarot. Doug gives you some interesting readings, including one that makes you hesitant to ever eat lettuce again. All of your readings for Doug involve him kissing someone who looks suspiciously similar to you. You don't win any games, but let's be real. That wasn't your goal anyway. Hopefully there's a second date in your future.
Do you think
Okay,
this
let's
is
go.
mine?
Going out for dinner. You and Omen go out to a fancy restaurant. It takes a while for Omen to understand the difference between a waiter and a minion. Luckily, you were able to talk her out of whipping them before when they brought the wrong drink. At least you know she'll always have your back. What a thoughtful little psychopath. A sociopath.
Sociopath.
Right, now we have another event.
Let's
Comics.
make a masterpiece.
The con is a whirlwind of activity and overstimulation. But somehow, you find the time to work on your comic. Time to brainstorm. What
Early
trend from the early
2000s.
2000s should come back already? So I think I'm picking here?
Mm-hmm.
Delicious tobacco. You only need to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. I'm gonna go tobacco. Oh shit.
Let's write a bestseller.
And what do you want to do?
What's your strongest asset when on a first date? You're strong at graceful knees. You taste like pumpkin spice latte. Your eyes are soulless, almost as if they were 2 sexy empty holes. You could transform into a tiger. Soulless whole eyes.
No idea what that did. It changed all of our stats now.
Let's con some congoers.
You got even dumber.
I need smarts. Where's the smarts?
Smarts, please. Yep, main stage.
Me
Hatsune
there.
Miku.
It's
You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in a magical fiction. After getting the required dick joke out of the way, you eventually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts from all of that knowledge, and from learning so many new dick jokes. Afterward, you're walking to the food trucks when you pass Doug carrying a boomerang of all things.
Hello.
Hey, Skloon, what do you think of a new boomerang?
It's certainly a boomerang.
It sure is. I freaking love this thing. Boomeranging is going to be my new passion from now on.
Why?
Because boomerangs are cool. You throw them, and they always come back to you. Watch, I'll show you. Doug throws the boomerang. It doesn't come back. I think I know what I did wrong. One sec. Doug goes to retrieve his boomerang. Okay, let's try this again. Return to me, my friend. Darn it. It's fine. 3rd time's the charm. I can do this. Is the boomerang broken or something? You can't watch Doug trudge back and forth to get the boomerang anymore. It's too sad. There must be an easier way to make it come back.
If I found, please return to Doug on the boomerang. It will mix the badass with the wholesomeness of trusting people's kindness. Oh. As you try throwing it straight upwards, it'd be so much easier. That's very logical. Please return to Doug.
Good thinking.
Idea. Should I add my last name and address too?
Nah, you don't want to be the first guy to get doxxed by a boomerang.
Hey, but I'm at least gonna glue a picture of myself on it so people know who I am. It's not like it's gonna go so far that whoever picks it up can't see me from a distance. Doug writes a message and glues a picture of himself to the boomerang. Now let's try this one more time. Fly high, little guy. Doug throws the boomerang right into the open window of a moving bus.
Well, I mean, it was a really good throw at least.
Wasn't it? I just hope I didn't hit anyone.
You don't know can't hurt you. Wanna get a snack? I'm starving.
You and Doug head to the food trucks to get churros. You know, I've been thinking. Maybe it's not so bad that I lost the boomerang. It wasn't that cool, right?
Yeah, no, totally. In fact, I was thinking.
Hey, you there.
Oh.
You're Doug, right? I found your boomerang. You did? Thank you so much. Where'd you find it? It hit me in the head when I was on the bus. At first I was pissed, but then the boomerang and I went on this crazy misadventure. And well, I won't bore you with the details. But the point is, I went searching for its owner, and I finally found you. Take good care of this thing, okay? It's a keeper. I will. Thanks again. Have a great day.
Whoa, that was so cool.
Can you believe it, Skloon? This must be a sign that I'm destined to be a boomerang master after all. Looks like this boomerang fixation won't be off the menu anytime soon. At least you gained 2 charm for helping Doug, but you also lose 2 smarts. You lost exactly what you just gained. Stupid ass cat. It's time for me to get even bolder. Also, is this Cloud Strife's Buster Sword?
Yeah.
I want to find all the little details.
Yeah.
Pikachu. You saw
Gigantic
Hatsune
Pikachu.
Miku. It's Kirby.
Kirby.
Kerbo.
Kirby.
You flaunting your cosplay all over the lobby. Suddenly, you lock eyes with somebody else. Somebody cosplaying your character's arch nemesis. You both freeze in place, facing each other. Sparks fly between you. The angry kind of sparks. Make your best threatening face end. She leaves. Maybe it was all in your head. And she was just weirded out. Whatever. You gain +2 boldness for facing your worst enemy. Later, you're at the hotel bar with Doug and Nico. You've progressed past the happy, tipsy stage and are deep into sad boy hours. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound too ungrateful. My dad loves me, but I never felt like he's tried to understand my hobbies or why I like things that I...
Hold on. I'm giving you water. Everybody shake spring up right now.
Glorious!
No news. I finally tracked down my old magic grimoire from the villain boys. I found time to check out my old evil lures for my belongings. Most of them have been converted into Airbnbs, but I found my grimoire buried in one of the bathrooms. The owner was irate, but you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few toilets, or however the saying goes.
Good for you, Omen. And what spell are you going to cast first? Whew!
Good question. One of my favorites was the incantation that turns people inside out. Such a slow, hilarious way to die.
You're not going to do that one, are you?
Well, no, for two. Trust me, Doug, you'll love it. Corpus inversium mysticum. How do you look the same, Nico? Were you already inside out or something?
What?
You cast it on me? I think the problem is, you know, the whole being defeated and imprisoned in a suit that blocks your magical powers thing?
Yeah, right.
Hey, cheer up. I'm sure you could still cast some of the spells in there without magic.
Yeah.
Yeah! It's like when you're making brownies but forgot to buy sugar. So you use applesauce instead. Virtually the same dish. Someone needs to enroll Doug in cooking classes. Stat. But right now, you gotta cheer up Omen by finding a spell they can cast with no magic. This spell is for shooting metal projectiles at deadly speed. You're pretty sure it's just a gun. You don't need a possession spell to control someone else's body. You just piggyback ride them. Take the fucking gun. Watch my new magic spell.
Nice job, idiots.
Presents the same problem, idiot. Guns are fueled by magic, which I cannot cast.
I'm like 65% sure guns aren't fueled by magic.
Wait, eh? So that before we can use them?
Pretty much. What a wonderful world, eh?
Then I must obtain one. Are guns difficult to get?
No, not at all.
In America.
I'm no expert, but they're deadly weapons, so I imagine it'll be hard. 30 minutes later, Omen walks out of the gun store with a pistol in her pocket.
Well, that was easy. Now to put this deadly bullet to use.
Should we go to the shooting range or something? Shooting the gun would be a little more fun if you had a target aim, Matt.
Anything could be a target if you use your imagination.
Omen shoots some poor sap crossing the street. He was jaywalking, so you guess he kinda deserved it? Oh shit, it's Baby Cop and Glorble.
Oh shit.
Excuse me, Myth. Do you shoot that innocent bystander?
Yes, but you see, I had a very good reason for doing so. I wanted to.
Fair enough, but you gotta have a license to carry a firearm. You know what the punishment is for not having one is?
Yeah, what is it?
A warning. Consider yourself warned. Carry a license, young lady. And remember, civilians are only allowed to shoot 4 people per day. But between you and me, if you claim it was self-defense, you can squeeze in a few more for free.
Noted.
Holy shit. You live in hell, but at least Omen's happy with her new gun. You gain +2 boldness and lose 2 fun.
Ready for some feline felonies.
Where you going to?
Let's try smarts again.
I can't go there again.
Let's try fun.
Fun?
Yeah.
You have some time to spare, so you decide to enter Splash Kaboom speedrun competition. As you sit down and get ready to crush your rivals, you hear an announcement. The competition is over. You shouldn't have wasted all the time sitting down. Sign up for a slow run competition next time. Oh well, at least had too fun sitting. You later exhaust yourself helping Omen and Doug set up chairs for Liam Prom fan meetup. At least you get a free invite to the event out of it. Most divine Zoe, we are honored to gather in your celebration of your glorious, sexy literature.
Sam, I appreciate you coming out.
And the esteemed prophet Doug is here as well. What an auspicious occasion for a cult of fandom.
Yellow.
I'm really more of a moderator than a prophet, but it's nice to finally meet the other Zoe stands in person. Prophet Doug, we beseech your wisdom on how to show our devotion to Zoe's epic tale. Shall we sacrifice a goat? Perhaps one with a man bun, to be most on theme.
Yes, spare the blood of the Liam goat.
We still haven't seen Liam.
He's dead.
No, this room is carpeted.
We'll eat some refreshments and talk about which Liams are tops and which are bottoms. That'll bring me the most pleasure.
It is an honor to receive a missive from the goddess herself. Ah, to the snack table.
Ooh, I fucking
Yep.
love this.
I finally see the appeal of this fan fiction thing. You never told me it garnered such a strong following of minions. They're not minions, Omen. They're fans. I don't order them around. I just turn them on with my rating.
That's a lie, they are minions. Though, if one of the endings was true, I guess they're not entirely Lore.
Lore. What's the point of that? Surely you indulged in at least some recreational torture.
She tortures us with her cliffhangers, maybe.
She hangs you off a cliff? Zo, you madness. I knew you had some evil in you. Damn, there's gotta be a way to make Omen understand that being a fandom's all about clean up us. When you're in a fandom, no one asks you why you wrote 500 pages of your favorite character touching parts. When you release your next chapter, shrink the numbers. If you're part of a fandom, you can band together to defeat a horse. If you ever need to for some reason. First one.
What?
I do not follow.
Don't you have some characters you really like? Like, really like?
Yeah, you know, characters you could think about for hours. When I was young, I marveled at the heroic feats of warriors of legend. Like Barricus, the Blood Spear, or Specs. The Rage of the Lazarus. And people would gather, raise their drinks in pride, and sing off the warriors' heroic deeds around the fire. It was a magnificent time.
Well, then it's pretty much just like that, but we gather on a Discord and AO4 instead.
I do not like Discord on principle, but what are these 4 A's of which you speak?
It's a fan fiction archive. Let me search up for you. Brachus of the Blood Spear and Astaphix with an X, right? Of the Asherum? Here, there's 78 results.
These are like epics.
Epic the musical out now.
Sounds spiffy. Pretty much, you could check the tags to see if you might be interested in the story.
Kinky.
Like this one. Purging his blood spear into my heart. What were the names?
Brachus, Astaphix.
Brachus, Asphyx, enemies to lovers, only one bad butt stuff. I've always wondered what it would be like to feel Asphyx rear in my hand.
You want to feel his butt?
Apparently, dozens of other people wondered the same thing, and now you can share that passion.
See, Omen, our fandom's cool or what?
I'm reading.
3 hours later, Omen seems more convinced on this whole fandom thing. Progress! You gain 2 creativity and lose 2 boldness.
Death is not the end.
Death is not the end. Creativity or charm? I'll go for charm. Here in the merch hall, you find a mysterious fortune-telling machine. There's a sign that says, "Ask a wish, and Zoltar will give granted." Originality is not your strong suit. You has to be big. She has to be big. That's it. The machine spits out a ticket that says, "Your wish has been granted." You keep walking around, waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different until you look at your butt. Yes, now you have a big, juicy, +2 charm butt. Wishes do come true.
Yeah.
Later, you, Nico, Omen, and Doug are checking out the rigged carnival games section of the con when you find a stand featuring a shallow pond of goldfish.
Stop this nonsense now.
What the fresh bullshit is this?
It's goldfish scooping. If you manage to catch a fish with a paper net, you win the fish as a prize. Looks cool in anime, but in reality it's kind of bad for the fish. We need to get them out of there.
Such is the way of the blade.
I believe in you, my young pupil. A paper net and you will of fire are the tools in which you can change the fish's fates. I'll save you, little buddies. I can do this. Focus, Doug. Feel the movement of the water. Sense the goldfish's intent before it senses you. Doug tries to feel the water or whatever, but alas, his paper net rips on the first try. I failed them.
You sick? I bet I could scoop up a puny fish with one severed arm and chains wrapped around my whole body.
Omen is in fact raw.
Count your days, fuckers.
Oh, you stupid fake fish! Good luck escaping my face!
Peace, young Omen. Anger dulls the reflexes. How can you lend the fish a hand if you close your fists? Omen is punching the water, while Nico seems set on giving fake deep advice. Stay calm, fishies. We're coming for you. Your friends are collectively losing it. It's up to you to free at least one of the fish. Can you do it? Write a very convincing eviction notice that make the fish vacate the pond. To catch a fish, you must think like a fish. It's time to go method. Eviction notice. You draft a flawless eviction notice and show it to your friends.
Dear aquatic attendants, per the terms of your leasing agreement, you have violated the following terms.
No public nudity. I mean, yeah, I guess. 2. No keeping pets. What pets do they have? Each other. Goldfish are pets. 3. No cannibalism.
Fishes do that?
Some do, yes.
Impressive.
You have 30 days to vacate the pond or face heavy fines which can be paid in pretty shells, pearls, and microplastics. You drop the letter in the pool and the fish turn to it with interest. And then largely ignore it because they're goldfish and they can't read. But the letter distracts them enough to let you scoop one up with a paper net real quick. You did it! You're a hero, Mist. And also a landlord. How ironic. You gain 2 charm for saving the fish, but lose 2 creativity.
Come on, I know a shortcut.
Where to?
Is Smarts open?
Smarts is open.
Let me go, Smarts.
You sit down and watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea they were hosting a panel. Hosting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fellow. During the Q&A, a group asked the panelist if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain 2 smarts for learning this cool trick to break the ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. Later, you're sitting around thinking about Doug, as you often do. What's up with his sudden boomerang fixation? Hopefully that hype has died by now. Is your entire story with Doug just going to be a boomerang arc? Like, it feels like that's all it's going to be.
Hey!
Hey, Skloon. I'm glad I ran into you. Are you free right now?
Yes, why?
Because I want to take you on a date
What a twist!
to the annual SpookyCon meetup for boomerang enthusiasts. Fuck.
There's a boomerang meetup at a con all about nerd culture.
Wondered that myself. It seems weird since so many nerds are uncool and boomerangs are the pinnacle of coolness. Sure, that's what you meant. Anyway, you want to go with me? I get nervous around new people, so it'd be nice if I was there with someone I already like. Ugh, he's too cute for you to refuse. You follow him to the dumb boomerang meetup.
Whoa!
Whoa, this is amazing. I never thought I'd be in the presence of so many designer boomerangs.
Neither did I, to be totally honest.
I really hope these people like me. I'm only an amateur boomerang expert. They gotta be like experts. Actually, they do all look as wide-eyed and glittered as Doug, throwing their boomerangs and doing the walk of shame to go retrieve them. Still, Doug clearly needs the confidence boost right now. So why don't you give him a tip on how to impress his fellow boomerang dorks?
Introduce yourself by yelling boom. Alright, everyone loves a good catchphrase. Get another boomerang, nobody else here has 2 boomerangs. Ooh. Ooh. The first one.
That's perfect. What would I do without you, Skloon? Doug confidently marches up to a group of boomerang enthusiasts chatting around
I'm
the table.
Doug.
Hey everybody, my name's Doug. Boom! It rang.
What did you say? Don't be shy, double down.
I said boom! It rang. It's like my catchphrase, but I don't know, maybe it's too.
It's hilarious. I earned A's to repeat yourself because I couldn't believe I was witnessing such comedy genius.
Alright, dude. It's clever because, like, boom from explosions, which are cool, but it's like boomerang, which is even cooler.
Nothing gets past you, pal.
Post more. I need more boomerang punch. Okay, let me think. Oh, sorry, I gotta take this call. Hi, Mom, you. Boomerang?
He did it again!
Yes, it's funny because it's just a boomer, as in boomerang, but it's actually the rang because...
Yeah, I think we all got it. Come here, Jade. You one of us there. Wanna throw boomerangs together and bring some more punch?
Heck yeah!
I'd love to. Look, Skloon, I'm officially a boomerang guy. You clearly made a -2 fun choice, but you gained 2 creativity for helping Doug.
I'll show you the way.
I'll show you the way. Walking around the lobby, you see a flow of people coming in from other areas. Crowd stampede. Try not to panic, you remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do the flow. You do, and the flow consists of crowd trampling you. Still, gain 2 boldness for braving the stampede. You're wandering around when you see Owen and Liam arguing. Finally! A SpookCon staple as familiar to you as a merch table.
One day, the line cut. One day without this armor. That's all I risk.
Nope.
Then you're asking for too much. The Coven put you in that magic expression armor for a reason. Oop.
Yeah, stupid reason. They tried to take over the world one time.
I'm sorry, Omen. You know I've always championed your ability to be redeemed, but restoring your magic is a step too far. You need to make peace with your new reality. If you need any help with that, let me know.
Oh. Fucking
Yeah,
Liam.
I would ask you to hold open the door for me and stuff for your neck blame.
Bad day, Omen?
Bad century, more like. Needham refuses to authorize me to remove my accursed armor. It is unfortunate because there are many activities I would like to perform without it.
Just shoot him. He gets to kill 3 more people legally today. Yes. Fingers crossed she's talking about sex.
Alas, we must persevere. There are some other spells in my grimoire that I like to cast, magic or not. I used to have the grandest of times summoning otherworldly creatures, sometimes to broker deals, sometimes just to have a chat. Ah, the Helicon days of youth. My inability to activate a summoning circle makes this impossible, but perhaps, with your innovative ideas, we could change that.
Omen's ego is clearly riding on this. And hey, with any luck, this might result in her riding you someday. How can you summon an entity? No magic required. Summoning powerful entities is an exercise in selfishness. You always calling them to come to you, but have you ever considered visiting them? Order a pizza. It's like summoning a delivery person, and it includes pizza, which is traditional summon spells lack. What a perfect plan. You place the pizza order while Omen dials up her resident shenanigans assistant. We heard there'd be pizza and came immediately.
Greetings, minions.
Good. But while we wait for the pizza, we are going to pick a fight. Let's check out that biker bar.
What? Why?
Then, my sweet summer child. A summon's main is to provide aid in battle. This is the only way to test this suggestion.
I mean, we gotta convince the pizza guy to fight.
Rejoice, my
Fuck yeah!
ready
Let's fight and die for this pizza, Omen.
Never have I ever had better minions or friends.
You soon enter the biker bar. Omen buys a beer exclusively for the purpose of throwing it at a stranger.
Count your days, fuckers.
Where's my drink, you smashed frog fucker?
You wanna fight?
Oh, what a sweet coincidence. That's exactly what I want.
Yaks, you foul beast. Yeah, and I'm gonna hit you too, as soon as I get back from hiding in the bathroom.
Pizza for Omen.
Yo, pizza girl's cute.
Yeah. Yes, I command you to throw pepperonis at my enemies, lowly hireling. The things I do to get a tip.
Your opponents are forced to deal with pepperoni face With Pepperoni Face, Omen follows up by punching them, because it's hard to dodge a punch with scalding pepperonis in your eyes. Later, after the fight, you all enjoy your victory. Pizza. Best spell side effect ever. You gain 2 fun and -2 charm.
Let's go. Time is money.
Where to?
I'm gonna go to the hotel.
Sir, more creativity?
Yeah.
You decided the hotel bar for a cocktail, because you're classy like that. It's a pity you don't know shit about cocktails. When the waiter comes, you panic and order made-up cocktails like a twisted torso, or a hug on the hill, and a vacuum cleaner. What do you know? They do have those cocktails. You proved your credentials as a cocktail connoisseur, and get totally shit-faced thanks to your +2 creativity for coming up with drink names. You chilled in the courtyard with Zoe and Omen when you spot Doug in a crowd. Is he mingling? That's not like him. You get closer to investigate.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Hey guys, let me introduce you to my new friends. They're hardcore fans of stuck in under a house like me. Just go with it, please. Yeah, Doug's the shit. He looks like Frack the wisecracking skeleton. Come on, Doug, say his catchphrase. Can't crack the frack. Yeah, frack. I totally know what you mean.
I do not.
You haven't played Stuck in the Underhouse? Well, you know what? Aw, nah, bird. Yeah, right, Doug? Of course.
Someone give me a
These
knife.
people are supremely annoying. Can I stab them repeatedly? That be taking a bit too far. Some fandoms can be toxic, but let's not rush into judgment. Cute lasagna pillow.
Zoe's got some killer fits.
Alright, guys. I can't.
What's your favorite gameplay anecdote? Mine was when we sent a death threat to that streamer for playing it in easy mode. She shat her pants. That was a total frack fest. Other fan says, but I liked it even better when we doxed that fake fan who had drawn a picture of the frack eating ass. Can you believe it, Doug?
Yo.
Totally. You should have remembered not to frack the crack. Dude, you're saying it wrong. You're lucky we met IRL, or I'd be doxing you right now.
Nice stand correction. We need to save Doug before he gets bullied. Or worse, he becomes an asshole too. Trust. Proven forms that can evolve. Which non-crab organisms evolve? Body plug. You wait long enough with these fuckers will become crabs to leave Doug alone. We all revert to crab. Save Doug from this toxic fandom by introducing him to much cooler everyone fans of cocaine, also known as cokeheads. Crab.
You look up an article on crackinization and show it to Zoe.
Okay, this is the coolest shit I've ever read, but I wouldn't get too excited. Like, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure it usually takes a really long time for evolution to have discernible effects. Science Zoe! Soon is writing a brilliant future where we all have exoskeletons, built-in weapons, and I won't have you spoiling it. I beseech you, tell me more about it.
Before you realize it, you're all eating ramen deep in conversation about crackinization.
But according to this, carcinization happens due to environmental factors. I don't think the con is a suitable environment. But I want these fuckers to turn into crabs now! Give me crabs, or give me permission to stab them! I forgot about Doug, and it's been 2 hours. He could have a full-blown toxic fan by now.
Get back to the lobby and find Doug all alone.
Where are your friends?
Doug points to the ground. He's surrounded by crabs.
Pence.
Let's come! Fight amongst you, you magnificent creatures!
Oh.
Everyone turned into a crab but me. Is this a new form of rejection I wasn't aware of?
Don't worry, Doug. When your time comes, we all become crab and live happily ever after.
Right? You scientific knowledge got rid of those idiots, so you gain +2 smarts. Unfortunately, you also lose 2 fun.
Hashtag slay.
Hashtag slay. Yeah. So we have one shop. You buy a cool t-shirt which features the entire JoJo family tree. Needless to say, it's several sizes too big for you. You get back to the stand to return it, but the vendor doesn't take refunds. Unacceptable. What can he give you is a free JoJo pose. You take it. It forces the limits of your flexibility, but you gain +2 charm for striking in such a pose. You're checking out the stands and the merch hall when Liam and Doug start fawning over the Gachapon... Gachapon, yep. Vending machines.
That's right.
Liam, check this one out. The Gachapon is filled with ID photos of random people.
So authentic.
What a brilliant concept. It forces us to look at strangers with fresh eyes, to truly notice them.
Who are these people? Are they targets assigned to the buyer to find and murder them?
No. You just collect the pictures.
No, I don't understand. Wait, no, I don't.
I gotta have
Okay,
it.
these specific gotchas might not be your thing. Look at these buff birds. They're birds, but they're very muscular.
I admire a plastic bird's physique as much as I respect a tree's existence.
So, a lot?
Oh, how
No, they're no
dull.
trees, and I would never waste my hard-stolen money on them or these useless playthings.
But gotchas are so much better than trees. We'll at least give it a try if Miss buys you one.
That I could do, if only for the pleasure of seeing him squander his meager savings.
Hey now. That's your cue to empty your wallet on the vending machine, because you do what people tell you to. Turns out you can only afford one. Which one will turn Omen into a die-hard Gachapon fan? Go for the Gachapon that wows everyone. Cool Ted Tardigrade doing a 6-skip or trick. Little creature in a silly pose of abject terror as if they were hit by a spell that turned them into a gacha. Tokyo, Japan. The offices of a big gacha company. Gacha designer Soichi Fukubi is a nervous wreck. He was supposed to submit a design for a new gacha series by tomorrow, and he has nothing. Fukubi-san, you better have a hit gacha by tomorrow morning, or the only thing that'll be left of you here will be your ID photo.
I'll just put you, Mr. Takayama. Oh, my honor.
After a long ride home, Fukubi meets his brother, who was taken him in during his rough patch. Come on, Soichi. You've got this. Inspiration will strike at the last minute. I'm sure of it. Dejected, Fukubi stares at his face in the mirror. Suddenly, a strange figure appears behind his reflection. The figure whispers, "You know what you have to do." I can't. You can. And you know you will. The figure replies. It's almost midnight, and the time is running out. Fukubi visits his brother. Soichi, what's wrong? Can I help you?
Yes, yes, you can.
His voice trembles. He starts doing a strange hand gesture, as though performing a spell. Soichi, what are you doing?
Yes, Professor.
An explosion of color and light shot of Fukubi's brother, frozen in place as he realizes his terrible fate. Anyway, back to the comp.
Ooh, I fucking love
The
this.
expression of pure dread and horror. It's subliminally realistic.
They're just silly little toys. You can't put them on your desk and look at them while you're working. You can put them on your desk and look at them while you're working. Yes, Omen, that's the magic of gachas.
You have a point. This horrified visage will make me laugh and keep me motivated to inflict pain and suffering wherever I go.
That sounds like a win in your book. You gain 2 smarts for knowing what tickles Omen's fancy. And yet, you can't avoid taking another quick look at the gacha. Yeah, you lose 2 fun.
Okay.
Shopping time.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh.
Oh.
If it isn't my favorite customer. Well, actually, you're my favorite yet. But he might be if you picked a box already. Let's see, you have Dull Daniel does nothing. Stats, but now they're people. Zodiac Thirst Cosmic Office. Buff Bugs. Major Arcana No Mercy. My Weird Little Village. And Landmarks in Love.
Say no more. Buff bugs.
Buff bugs. Ooh, this one for yourself.
And for me.
Nice. Nice. The battle beetle.
That was beautiful.
Ooh. Every turn, your own stats will keep swapping positions until you choose a location.
Oh. Nice.
Ah, now here's a man with a taste for mystery. Grab a box, any box. They're all the same, and infinitely different. Zodiac Thirst. Ooh. Oh, they actually tell you a little bit of something. Probably should have read that. The figures do literally nothing. The choice for those who don't want the unexpected to hit them in the head is based on the stat icons from popular video games. Human Prom. They said to have slight effects on people's stats. Includes a first selection of 6 out of the 12 star signs you can date to the acclaimed dating sim. These figurines are said to have non-slight effects on people's stats. Want to test your fortune? Shit. Do I risk it all?
Risk it all. Risk it for the biscuit.
They may profoundly impact your own self or the ones you're trying to romance.
Oh.
Do this. My weird little village.
Oh.
The fungible fungus. It makes you see the romance options in a strange way.
What did you guy?
In the settings for this, it did say creepypasta settings. So, yeah.
Oh.
There, mystery solved. Come back if you feel like gambling again.
Let's go gambling.
Be free.
I'm the artist with the most.
Love is fickle, but at least you have your comic to rely on. Time to brainstorm. What's a red flag you can't let slide on a first date? They lack street smarts. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie, as if they're being controlled by a rat under their hat. They don't own even a single cow, reducing the chances of having tasty chocolate milk.
Let's spin a yarn. Ooh, yarn.
Oh, why haven't you finished the big project you told everyone about? Ancient curse. You want to fuck a lot of people first? A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to the bed creature. Bed creature. The creature.
Reach. Oh, we don't have a chat with everyone yet?
Gotta make some money.
Let's see. So we have 2 more days like this. Oh yes, yeah, your stats keep going.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then we have a romance stop. Alright.
Okay.
Where you going?
Okay, I think fun will be good. So let me go towards the funds.
Hey, you're smart now.
Hey.
But you're as creative as a fucking rock.
No.
You're feeling lucky, so you enter Poker 2 tournament. These nerds sure play hard. You get a royal flush, which would be great if someone other than some of the other. Great if one of the other players didn't play Zakrant, Commander of the Nether Galaxy. Lucky for you, you had Helmet of Chaos up your sleeve. You could put on your royal flush and beat the shit out of Zakrant. Hell yeah. All this nonsense makes gambling at least too fun. You follow the sounds of what you think is a rap battle, but instead you find a fast-talking auctioneer leading a rare merchandise sale. He had 200 for the first selection. She-Hulk #1 comic, going once, going twice. 250. Sold to the slime with a pocket full of pennies.
You do this, you overpaid. The comic's cover clearly states it's worth a mere 40 cents. I know it's weird, but my year of mortality has taught me that overpaying for stuff is a staple in con culture.
I gotta have it.
Diehard collectors would kill for a comic book like this.
Really? People kill for this shit? They must be powerful artifacts indeed.
The next item up is a bid for a 2013 Kill la Kill figurine, complete mid-condition removable panties.
For you, that's $50 for the oversized plastic woman.
Whoa! Sold to the big spender in row H on the refunds.
Cower and fear. The undefeatable Omen have no claim to the indomitable boobs. Tell me, what power does this rare glorious totem possess? Besides the power to make dollar collectors cream their jeans, I guess.
I'm wearing shorts, actually. I mean, what?
What the fuck did you want it for? Do you know how many doomsday devices I could have bought with that money?
So you want to listen to Omen bitch about this for the rest of the day. You should convince them that this anime figurine is a good investment.
A powerful morale booster. If you stare at it with intent, you'll feel strong motivation feeling body.
You're gonna feel
Isn't it? Cream your jeans. Isn't it the ultimate weapon? A high boob mass increase is blends well the nipples. Polka dot, second one.
This polka dot with the nipples.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Interesting. I need to verify their claim.
Omen turns to the nearest bystander and beats the snot out of them with the figurine.
It's for science, Zoe.
We've got them. Doug scoops up Omen like a misbehaving purse dog and carries them away from their victim.
Ooh, I
I
fucking
say
love
it's not a
this.
bad weapon after all. People seem to be too distracted by its breasts to properly dodge my attacks. But Omen, beating people with a pulp or to a pulp is not redeemed villain behavior.
Yeah, hot waifu should be used for good, not evil. Otherwise, where would we be as a horny society? While you're discussing this, you notice some random guys staring at Omen. So, are you not hitting people with that figurine anymore?
No, it's evil, apparently, just like all my other favorite pastimes.
I'd be okay with it. I'd give you $5 if you beat me up.
Is this a sex thing?
Yes.
Ah.
Good to know.
Later, Omen spends their $5 on a milkshake. They seem content not to use the figurine for violence, but appreciate that the figurine can be used for violence in a pinch. Progress. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 fun.
Time to get some new fans.
Just get full boldness. You're walking around the lobby when you suddenly hear, "Look, it's a mist!" When you turn around, nobody's looking at you. You're looking at somebody else. Somebody who's cosplaying you. When did you get this famous? Are you part of a beloved video game franchise? But more importantly, did the guy steal your clothes? There's too many questions in your head right now. Here, you'll need 2 boldness to go on with your life without asking them. You, Omen, Doug, and April are roaming around the club, unaware that you're about to be approached by a fearsome creature. A child.
No.
Oh, that's right.
She said she'd be back. I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh my god.
So
How are they all doing?
cute.
Oh no, don't worry, buddy. You can hang out with us until she comes back, okay?
You tired lady.
So I'm just seeing them as regular things.
You mean me? What? Lady, hey, lady, hey, lady. What? What the fuck you want? I made you look. Wow, I don't think it's far-fetched to assume that this kid's mother left him behind on purpose.
Well, if that's the case, well, if this is a case of child abandonment, the con rulebook's clear. We have to find a place for him within 30 minutes or raise him until he's 18. Or until he dies, whichever comes first. Darn, I don't have the room to bury any more corpses in my backyard, so we better go with the getting rid of him plan.
Let's take the intention off me and think of a way to ditch this kid.
Use the kid to back a bet in a legal high-stakes poker game, then just lose. Lobby the government to lower the age of labor. If this kid can be sent off to the mines, he'll become way more valuable asset.
Yearns for the mines.
3 hours later in the Monstropolis Capitol building. And now, before we adjourn this congressional meeting, we'll hear a bill proposal from one of the 3 random people who want to lower the minimum age for labor.
Child labor will be beneficial for the economy, necessary even as consumerism reaches an all-time high.
And if you think about it, kids love playing games so crafting in mines. Getting to work in a real mine is like fulfilling half of their dream.
The children yearn for the mines. Do this for them in the end. We also want to get rid of this awful child.
The congressman discuss your proposal. 30 minutes later, you have your answer. We will adopt the bill into law, but with the covenant that minimum wage be lowered along with minimum age for labor. Also, we get to ban Talk for some reason.
Oh no.
Hooray! You all get on the bus with the kid and head straight to the mines. Now remember what I taught you? How to hold the pickaxe, okay? Hopefully we'll have smaller hard hats on the job site.
Jeez.
Oh no, please don't cry. This will be fun. It's like a video game, but real. The bus door opens and you all drop off the kid at the job site. Bye.
I think I may miss that little bastard.
Farewell.
Actually,
Farewell.
upon further thought,
Or
I won't.
fare thee bad,
Come.
I don't care.
Can we get some substance now? Something chocolate flavored would be nice.
Chocolate ice cream it is. You gain 2 smarts, but lose 2 fun.
Ready for some feline felonies.
I'm gonna go to the vendors. I'm gonna go to the vendors.
Joel.
No.
the merch hall. Okay. And just tell me whenever you want your stats to stop.
No. Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're going.
What happened? Okay.
You suddenly realize your phone is dead. Good thing you're at the merch hall. You find a stand where someone sells chargers. And you want to buy one, but you feel bad about buying something so not nerdy. The vendor sighs and draws an uwu face on the charger. Sold! You gain 2 charm for your kawaii phone charger. You spot Zoe and Doug having a thoughtful conversation, so you decide to pop over and be nosy. Ah, that's what it is, just me slightly scrolling. Yeah, I wish it could be more popular, but it's hard to know how to even start talking to new people.
It's easy. I usually just see whoever looks like they might have a weird choice that needs making and insert myself into the situation. You know.
Damn.
Yes.
Be known as the problem solver. But what if I get it wrong? Social situations can be so hard to understand.
What did you? I actually used to have trouble figuring out that stuff myself, but when I was adjusting, for when I first adjusted to mortal life. Not to brag, but I actually am pretty good at it now, though. Maybe I can give you some tips.
Yes, please.
So, one thing I realize puts people at ease is smiling a lot. You know why?
Because it shows you're friendly?
Because it shows off your teeth. Mortals find the presence of teeth reassuring, so I grew an extra set so I can deeply play when meeting new people.
Tell me that Zoe's mouth is like a shark.
Mmm.
Also,
Many teeth.
Doug doesn't have teeth. Sorry, he has
So?
3 teeth.
It's 2 teeth.
It's 3 teeth.
3 teeth.
But he can't smile. He has no mouth.
Oof.
Well, that's smart. But I can't grow extra teeth. I don't think. Maybe I could wear some sort of friendly tooth necklace instead?
That's perfect. Also, if you want to get closer to somebody, try implementing false memories of you being by their side for all of their emotional moments. Okay, we'll see what a supportive friend you can be.
Oh, I see. Do you think photoshopping myself into their family pictures will work too?
Cool.
Absolutely. You'll be as socially awesome as me in no time.
Maybe that's why he's always the new poster girl. She's just wormed her way into everyone's head. Zoe means well, but you've got to save Doug from going the path she's leading down. What actually good social trick can you suggest?
You're more likely to be respected if you consider popular. When you meet someone, say hi to random people around you. Doug Ryder needs to become a poster star and win a Grammy. Pop star. There's such an overlap between winning a Grammy and being popular that it can't be a coincidence. Become pop star, Doug.
Cool.
This is the best idea ever. Doug, are you great? Are you ready for your pop star?
I think so.
Perfect. Okay, so how's your singing?
Bad.
It's okay. Maybe we can focus on instruments instead. What can you play?
Nothing.
I'm beginning to think winning a Grammy might be kinda hard.
Actually, I think I've got an idea. I'll show you later. A few hours later, you spot Doug on the con floor. He's giving away free demo CDs to passerbyers. And thanks for taking one. Remember to vote for me at the Grammys.
You made a demo? It's amazing! How did you learn music so quick?
Oh, I didn't. These CDs are blank, but I figured it's the intention that counts.
Wow.
Starting your music career without even having any music? That's so brave and unique! Liam is gonna be so jealous. You rock, Doug.
The people pass by and recognize Doug. Hey, isn't it the musician that gave us that demo? Hey, Chu. Awesome tape, man. Hope you win that Grammy. Thanks. I hope so too. Doug doesn't win a Grammy, but he does gain confidence. And isn't that the real win? And you too. Gaining 2 creativity, but losing 2 charm.
Going live in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Well, we'll use some creativity. I'm constantly just a story up. You're in your hotel room unpacking your bags. Crap, you forgot your cosplay underwear. You wanted a cosplay to be 100% faithful, but now you're forced to use your regular underwear. This is technically imperceptible cosplay strategy. I feel for you. Here, take 2 creativity to imagine you wearing the underwear you left at home. Sometime later, you're chilling at the hotel bar with Omen and Doug. The bartender brings over your next round of drinks. Thank you. These look delicious.
I'm quite sure this is not the drink you ordered.
I know, but it's fine. I don't want to bother the bartender.
Inadmissible. No friend of mine shall drink anything other than their preferred beverage.
Omen grabs Doug's drink and throws it at the wall, shattering it.
You give my friend a drink he did not want. Shame on you, and on whatever unfortunate souls are sired to your despicable line.
Tremble before me.
Bring him a Bahama Mama with a silly straw, and if you get it wrong again, the next thing I shall shatter is your skull.
I really admire your service. I wish I had your confidence.
No, thank you, Doug. Like your
Pension.
penchant for giving me compliments. One might even say is your best feature. As for your wish to be confident, there are a few better ways to build one's confidence than a bar brawl. Observe.
Wait, no. Omen throws a chair at the beefiest guy in the bar.
You say about one you feel happy.
She fights, clearly irrelevant. You're not worried about yourself either. You've got a pocket full of sand and a thirst for violence. Doug, on the other hand.
Crap.
Crap. How do I make a fist? If I break my ribs, can I call a timeout? I don't know what the etiquette is here. Well, let's just say he's not a born fighter. But you still want to help his confidence, so maybe there's another way for him to participate in the brawl. He can keep score. He can hype everyone up by adding spectacular sound effects to the brawl.
Works for me.
Okay, I could do that.
My fist, you worthless swine.
Whack.
Oh, you want more? I will happily oblige.
Bash bang, sploosh. Sploosh? What the hell? Says the poor schmuck Omen's beaten up. I didn't make a sploosh sound.
Prepare to die!
You sound my friend's choice in sound effects. I will sploosh you into oblivion.
Platinum. Ring-a-ding-ding. After a vicious fist fight with more sound effects than a vintage Batman comic, Omen has beaten the shit out of pretty much everyone in the bar.
That was clever.
I was
indeed.
invigorating. And Doug, your sound effects made it a bit more entertaining than my usual brawls. Thank you for that.
No problem. I was just happy to be a part of it.
Indeed. But could you please not tell the Redemption Arc program about this? I fear it will impede my progress.
Don't worry. Let's get a few more of these Bahama Mamas in me. I won't remember any of this.
Good. Let's slap our hands together in celebration. I believe you call it a high five.
Eh-eh.
A five high.
Hooray!
Close enough. Kaboom! You all epically 5 high, gaining 2 creativity but losing 2 fun.
Gotta make some
Rear
money.
to
Go to the lobby.
You're roaming around the lobby when you find a tiny little dude and pulls your shirt and whispers, "Hey, you need water? It's important you stay hydrated." He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about the social interaction you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. And you thank the stranger, who's left confused. Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was laced? Good thing you didn't manage drinking it like a normal person. You gained 2 boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. You're walking around the lobby, taking in the sights, when a middle-aged stranger with a brochure. Excuse me, youngster. Go for it.
I'm looking for the conference table. The chauffeur is a chauffeur a type of chair. Could you point me towards it?
Hey there!
Of course, it's right behind that door.
Good thing I found you. I was starting to think I made a mistake and this wasn't an annual ChairCon. No, it's definitely ChairCon. That's such a relief. My boss could have fired me for missing the most important chair-related event of the year.
Your business can't be tough.
You bet. As if I weren't enough, my wife just asked for a divorce. I'm trying to get over this rough patch by being a better chair professional. Anyway, I am blubbering when the conference is about to start. I'll see you around, fellow chair enthusiasts.
Bye.
Good luck with the divorce thing.
Guys, what the heck did you just do? I know, I think my improv started well, but I sort of lost the plot. That's not what I'm talking about. You lied to that poor guy. Yeah, but it was just a little white lie, you know, to lift his spirits.
Oh, that's what happened? I thought you were fucking with him and I decided to join you.
Well, it's too late to undo the damage now. When that man finds out, it's gonna be all our fault.
So?
So I won't be able to sleep at night. What if we got you some ice cream? Would that be better? No?
Okay, what if we spin a elaborate lie so he never finds out he's at the wrong con? Would that make you happy?
We have to help.
That'd be much better, yes. Deal. Let's undo the damage of our lies with more lies. Any ideas, Gloom?
People around here love cosplay. Convince everyone to help you to this con cosplay as a chair con. Here, there's a gathering of fans of he's sitting. You take this poor guy there, convince him it's the future of chairs. Yep, that one.
You find the chair enthusiast and take him to the con's face-sitter gathering, where people share their love of face-sitting, and by that I mean they sit on each other's faces.
I swear this con gets better by the minute.
So what do you think, sir? Look at how comfortable these people are.
Seen this before, but you're right. Their expressions betray the deepest pleasure. Could this be the invention I was looking for?
Come on, you should try it yourself. The chair enthusiast timidly approaches a congur, whose face is intermediately covered by another Kogur's ass.
Excuse me, do you mind if I sit on your face? I've never done it before.
Ooh, a face-sitting virgin. Sit on me, daddy.
What do you know? I'm a dad. This new chair technology really is customizable.
The man tries face-sitting. He sits stunned for a few minutes, and a radiant smile fills his face. When he's done, he comes back to you.
I think this might have been the future of chairs. I keep saying that, and no one takes me seriously. I have to tell my German friends all about it. I cannot thank you enough.
The man leaves, slightly entranced by his new and exciting chair-related discovery. Guys, I think we did a good deed today. It's just like they say, sometimes it takes a lie to make one man happy.
Yes, a lie and some face-sitting.
You gain 2 fun from all the face-sitting watching you did, and lose 2 charm.
Death is not the end.
Just 2 fun. In the middle of the community zone, you see a bunch of top-hated gentlemen. A vintage car, a dog, and a boot. Oh, it's LARP Monopoly. This goes against all your values, and yet the moment you start making money, you gentrify the fuck out of the street by building many hotels. You make sure everyone who dares step on your turf becomes miserable, and a father of 3 begs you to lower the rent. Get good, you yell. No, what have you become? You burn your Monopoly money and leave, but deep down, you have to admit, you got 2 fun. Doug and Omen are competing in the Puyo Puyo tournament, and they need all the support they can get. You and April go to cheer them on.
So, good job so far. You're kicking your butt at this game for children. I cannot believe I lost. This game is impossible for you to have made it this far, Doug. You must be a true master.
Yo.
Oh, I like to play Puyo Puyo to unwind before bed, so yeah, I'm not bad. Doug's better than not bad. He's great. And he makes it all the way to the final match. Yo! What the fuck is up, chat? Ya boy Riz is here to stomp ass at the Puyo Puyo finals. Good luck, buddy. This is gonna be a great game. It sure will be. For me. I eat losers like you for breakfast and shit out your dreams, LMAO.
Not complaining.
I hate to sound rude, but don't you think you're being a little rude? Bruh, it's called trash talking. What's wrong? Can't take it? Are you a little bitch? You got a stinky little bitch baby diaper on? No, I'm not a biatch. And I never wore diapers. My family couldn't afford them.
This breathing shit stain appears to be
Continue. You got it.
It's affecting his performance.
Someone give me
Hey,
a knife.
You restrain him when I stab him 12 times. Oh, I've never been accessory to murder.
Especially with not so many witnesses around. That's fair, but you still can't let this slide. You need to get Doug's mind off the trash talk so you can win. Lend Doug 4 of your fanciest hat. They'll get so many compliments for strangers, it'll cancel out the trash talking. Release 3 raccoons. Everyone knows raccoons love garbage, so if Riz keeps trash talking, he'll risk raccoons looking for food inside his filthy mouth.
Yes, what are you doing? Why do you have raccoons with you? Because raccoons are super useful. Haven't you seen him harvest people's souls into them? It's funny.
But you have a different use for them today. You release the raccoons at the trash talker's feet, where they hungrily watch his mouth. What are these raccoons doing here? Is this your fan club, bro? It makes sense they'd be into a dumpster fire like you. The raccoons climb up the streamer's body and start pawing at his lips with their stinky, adorable hands. Get off me. Do something, ref. Why? This is perfectly legal, the referee says. It's true. Mouth raccoons balance the meta against trash talking. The trash talker's mouth is too full of raccoon butt to respond. Or play Puyo Puyo for that matter.
What is this loser doing? You're supposed to eat the raccoons alive, dumbass. You have to kill them first.
The raccoons stare hungrily over at Omen, but luckily Doug wins the match before they could climb into her mouth.
Whoa. That was so
You guys even see that? I won! All thanks to hard work, friendship, and raccoons.
Yeah, it was cool. But can you do the soul harvesting thing next time, Miss? I kinda looking forward to it.
Certainly. Your friends help you wash your raccoons off in the bathroom, and you gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charm. It's hilarious to me that Milo just has raccoons with him.
As a known fact.
Feline felonies.
Just raccoon!
A raccoon.
And we're too.
Let's see. Let us go to. Let's go to the main stage.
You tend to panel on how to seamlessly add loot boxes to games. The short answer is that you shouldn't, but it turns to be invaluable knowledge that makes you gain 2 smarts. Pay 10 monster tokens to open a mystery box with a bonus random amount of smarts. JK.
Oh.
And then you meet up with Doug, Zoe, and Omen to get autographs from a famous anime voice actor.
Oh, how dull.
This is asinine. Attaining some random motherfucker's signature is not worth waiting on for an hour and 45 minutes.
No, is that how long we waiting here? We're gonna miss the panel we wanted to see.
You're right. There's only one thing to do. We've got to cut the line.
What? But cutting is so mean.
It's the only way to get to the autograph and see the panel. We have literally no other choice here. I could be persuaded to do something mean, but will this not taint my redemption arc? Well, you were bent on world domination before. Line cutting is less evil than that. That's character growth, baby.
Oh, jeez.
But me, I've never did evil stuff before. Is my character shrinking?
For you, Doug, this is an unexpected but welcome anti-hero moment that makes you more complex and cool.
Oh, nice.
So, you are also in the redemption arc program. Is this also progressing to a lesser evil for you?
You and Zoe lock eyes, recalling her past attempts to destroy all of reality. Now look at it, that sexy eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Look at the veins.
The side mouth. Yeah, I'd say so.
Then line cutting it is, but how you do it without getting called out?
Plant fake memories and strangers obnoxious that your old friends to make them think you're saving a place in line for you. Just start a second line if anyone does question your ruse. Just laugh and say, "Ha, of course you wouldn't know about the VIP line." Plant the memories.
Time to go full Inception. You four put on VR headsets and plunge into the subconscious.
Cool.
Well, let's.
I was not expecting the subconscious to resemble a college lecture filled with naked people.
I think this is a dream. We've got to break through it to reach the person's subconscious.
Let's go all Rule
I
30.
wouldn't mind hanging out here for a minute. This guy's dream is my dream come true.
Suddenly, all the naked people aim machine guns at you. That was not euphemism. You're about to get shot.
Subconscious is fighting back.
Die in the dream. Do we die in real life?
No, but if we're stuck here longer, it might miss the panel.
Count your days, fuck.
Back off, motherfuckers! We were lying to cut.
You all leap into a dope-ass fight scene. Being in a dream helps, because you could never do this many backflips in real life.
Unnecessary breakfast.
After a Hollywood-grade action sequence, you break into the core of the subconscious. So, how do we implant the idea we're friends into their brain?
There's no time to strategize. I will beat it into his hippocampus. We are friends. These are friendship punches. You have no choice but to do.
Dream suddenly ends. You're back in line, catching weird stares for wearing VR headsets and miming an action sequence. Whoa, hey guys. I was wondering when my best friends would get here. I saved you a spot in line. Oh, and Omen, here's the $20 I have. Sorry I forgot to pay you back sooner.
Not a problem at all, my friend.
You get your autographs, then I'll head to the panel. Con etiquette, how to con the right way. The irony is lost on you, but you gain 2 smarts and lose 2 charm.
Magnificent.
Suddenly, a deluxe box set of one kick boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands on the box set because you have great aim and very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because, after all, it's not in condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spitting skills give you 2 charm. You're still reeling from the horrors you saw in that homemade taxidermy booth, so you're a little slow on the uptake when your other friends stop dead.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Liam? Oh my god. Oh shit. Nosferatu?
Nosferatu looking.
Oh my gosh. Is that Peerless Polyresin 1/4 figurine of Lady Dimitrescu in the mint in the box?
Were those words supposed to mean something to me?
They only made 50 of these beauties. I've never seen one in person. I think I'm gonna pass out. Focus, dog. You can't make the purchase of a lifetime if you don't keep your eyes on the prize. Ha, there's no chance in heck I can afford that figurine. I need to take out like 2 loans on my moped.
No.
It's okay. It's enough to stand here admiring it, pretending for a few sweet minutes that it's mine.
I've purchased the big-breasted object of your desire. Grovel for my mercy.
Woman, you shouldn't have. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, it was incredibly nice of you to buy Doug that figurine. As your Redemption Arc program sponsor, I am proud to take some credit for your growth.
What are you two talking about? I bought this Latrice totem for me.
Count your days, fuckers.
I don't yet know how it works. With mere cars your brain to become mush. And now that the power belongs to me, count your days, fuckers.
I take no responsibility.
Never mind.
for this.
I take no responsibility for this. Omen may be an idiot, but they're a hot, rich idiot that you like. So they just bought something that another hot, broke idiot you like really wants. If you play your cards right, you're sure that you can work out something that makes everyone happy. Strike a deal with Omen. Doug gets the figurine and she can have some other plaything in exchange, like your soul or whatever. Explain that the figurine is powerfully cursed. Whoever owns it risks developing an intense attachment to the fictional hottie it represents. Take my soul. Emise, don't!
Hush.
Hush, Liam. Adults are talking. Good boy. Now, miss, show me the goods.
Fine, you recite an ancient Enochen chant that turns your astral self inside out and expresses your soul. Mist, you don't need to forfeit your immortal soul in exchange for a figurine just because I like it. But then again, it is a Peerless Polyresin Lady Dimitrescu, so who am I to tell you what to do?
Well, even you do, because there's no deal. You're too eager to get rid of your soul. There must be something wrong with it.
What? Silly. What could be wrong with my soul?
Many things. For one, you could have soul bonded with somebody without protection and contracted soul crabs. Or perhaps you sat in a weird smell for too long and allowed the stink to soak into the fabric of your soul.
No deal.
I don't want my soul prison to smell bad. Offer denied, I keep the totem.
Are you really turning down my soul for a horny piece of plastic? I got a demon offering me a year off piano lessons for this thing.
And fine, I'll take your soul. I guess worst case scenario, I can later trade it for those piano lessons. I suspect I have to relearn anyway. You know, since now I have half the hands I had when I first learned.
That was epic.
I you big time. Not my soul, please, but maybe I could give you my moped? You're just happy to help, and that you finally managed to get rid of your soul. Soul crabs are the worst. You gain 2 charm and lose 2 smarts.
You sly.
Ooh.
Oh. Pedro Pascal.
Harry Crews. My strange sibling, eh?
Oh.
I wonder who would be weirder. Pedro Pascal or Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
What? Why would you say that?
Spice.
Power. Last 4 events.
Scrolling break.
God, I'm curious what Zoe would look like.
Ooh.
But oh,
Oh.
Ah.
Eating hot dogs.
that isn't a hobby.
A pastime, then, it surely is a way in which I adore passing my time.
You really like hot dogs.
I do. And one thing I do not like, doctors. They keep telling me I should not eat so many hot dogs. Complete morons. Ah, hot dogs. Hands down the best thing that happened to me after imprisonment.
Wait, aren't hot dogs a thing that existed for more than 100 years? I'm pretty sure they were invented in the Frankfurt in this century. Dang, why did my brain retain these things but not my old passwords?
Beat yourself up, Miss. Your brain isn't your greatest asset, but this is something we all have to accept have accepted by now. You should accept it too.
Okay, but then how do you explain not knowing about hot dogs? They existed back
Shut
then.
up.
Excuse me for not knowing about this one food during 25 years I had before getting imprisoned. This is the thing. One thing we did not have back then was this eternal net thing. So it was pretty plausible for people not to know about a certain thing if it didn't happen in your vicinity. For example, I did not know about the existence of karate either.
That makes sense.
It does. But then again, your brain isn't your best asset. As previously stated, it follows that it doesn't process common sense very well. It's a bit of a tragedy. And you want to know another tragedy? That I have come to know about hot dogs. When I have half the hands to use. Oh.
Could use one of mine to help you stuff hot dogs into your mouth.
Oh. Would you do that, Judy? I would owe you a big one.
Don't mention it.
Sorry for being mean to you, miss. You might have a weak brain, but you make up for it with a strong heart.
Thanks. You run to the hot dog food truck where you proceed to feed hot dogs to Omen. It's nice to spend time with your friends trying their hobbies.
Ooh, you think they'll have catnip?
Big.
You're no fun.
Oh, fine. Your family.
Aww.
I love my family. Dad's a bit harsh, and sometimes I get nervous that he might not understand my life choices. But Mom's my forever champion, and she always supports me no matter what.
Oh, that sounds super sweet.
Yeah, like for instance, Dad wasn't super on board when I adopted this look. He's a bit old school, so he doesn't get why I didn't want to be a cube.
Oh, you used to be a cube?
I was. It wasn't long ago that Slime started exploring shapes other than blob or cube.
Huh.
It takes some practice and preparation, but eventually you can adopt a different form. Dad was perplexed. He said slimes ought to be cubes because it's an excellent shape to adapt to the halls of dungeons. Which led to a 2-in-1 upset of me telling him I didn't want to work as me to beat in the dungeon. Welcome back, mate.
Dang, Doug. The rebel. I didn't have you pinned for a bad boy.
Doug the bad boy, that's me. But, nah. I was shaking like a jelly on a plate. It's not that Dad was mad or anything, but he was sort of befuddled. And that's when Mom came to rescue me. She's sort of an expert translator. She understood me instantly, and then put into words what Dad could understand too.
She sounds like a wonderful woman.
Very professional narrators. My voice is dying.
My voice is happy.
She totally is, Gloom.
And hey, Doug, of course I'd love you in any shape you had. But I gotta say, this one shape is a good one.
Right? I love it. It's great for hugs. You asked Doug to give you a test hug to confirm it. He's not wrong. Yes.
This'll be great for my optics.
I do love voiceovers. Do more. It's almost time to find a date, but first, it's almost time to publish your comic. Now's your chance for one final brainstorming session to polish it. What's legal but should be illegal? Telling people Santa isn't real. People deserve to have magical lives. Stealing someone's identity. Nothing is as attractive as being yourself, except for maybe being someone more attractive. I gotta rethink this one. Getting a tattoo of someone else's mom. Just get a tattoo of a skull. It's cooler, and you can always pretend it's the skull of someone else's mom. Misusing internet slang. If you're not in on the joke, don't even try. Stealing someone's identity isn't legal. Don't get a tattoo of someone else's mom. Should go with that.
And they say cats can't draw.
Unrelated activities for a third date. Punching cherry trees until they blossom just for you and your date. Practicing for the test you gotta pass to get your kissing license is a thing. Studying contracept, you'll look responsible while hinting that you wanna fuck. Reading chapter 53 from Don... Or, what? Second volume of Truly Thrilling Page Turners.
Maris's third one.
Yeah, okay.
Real smart. Alright, we got this and then it's over.
You reap what you sow, darling.
I'm gonna stick to my boldness.
There's so much boldness.
I'm real bold. Walk around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids. When will they learn? Still, you take pity on him and try to comfort him. You tell him not to cry, for there are worse things than scratching your knees. Things like war, famine, or the time you forgot your pants at home. Fuck, why did you have to remember that? Now you're crying too. After 15 minutes of bawling your eyes out, you decide to be brave and go on with your life. Unlike the stupid wimpy kid. Way to go. You gain 2 boldness. Afterward, you're thinking dreamily of Omen and how sexy she is when she's trying to remove her armor and restore her magical powers. You're daydreaming about her arguing with Liam about it, until you realize she's actually right in front of you arguing with Liam about it. Oh, Mare, what do you think of the character designs for this? They're amazing, aren't they? They're very nice, I know. Basically,
What about Daphne? I shan't even remove the full suit, just a cape.
Show us your hentai.
show us your
Alright,
hands
let me see what I can pull out.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
Oh, man,
I got
we've
a
been over
headache.
this. The answer is no.
I'm doing a compromise with you instead of simply bashing your skull in. Is that not indicative of the vast growth that I've made as a person?
Hear you, but I said no. And even if I changed my mind, I doubt the coven would ever agree to it.
I have ways of making them agree. Like, baking them a batch of delicious cookies with practically no poison in them. Is what nice people do to persuade others, right?
Well, it's a start.
Bye.
Look, I've got the panel to go to now. We can talk about this more later.
You are not dismissing me, alright? Does that mean I have a chance?
We'll see. Don't get your hopes up.
Right. Miss Canoes. Liam is close to
I
caving in
did.
and
Thank you. Miss.
give me my powers back. I need to sharpen my rusty magic skills. One I definitely like to practice is the necromancy ritual. I used the cast to raise an army of skeletons. Such wonderful times I've had. There I was, conquering kingdoms, terrifying widows and children. I was a bona fide bone lord. So how about it? Can you work your magical, non-magic skills and get me the skeleton warriors I deserve?
Am I not technically a skeleton warrior?
True.
Oof, that's a tall order. But Omen's happiness is on the line. Time to raise those bones. This is your true calling as a shenanigan doer. Convince Omen she has raised an army of re-enemy skeletons by pulling off the biggest weekend at Bernie's ever. Just raise a regular army. Almost everyone is a flesh-covered skeleton anyways. The only thing standing between them and Omen is a skeleton army willing to be skinned. The army will be skinning a lot of people. You call up Doug and Nico, who are always down for whatever bullshit you've gotten up to, and you get to work raising your army.
Dang.
Hey! Wow, I never would have guessed we could convince so many people to join in such a little time. Never underestimate the power of online radicalization. It's almost a bit scary.
You know, how's everyone's skinning game? Whoever is the least experienced can use my machete. I think I can manage with this potato peeler.
Maybe I could just raise the team's morale, like, from a distance?
Splendid.
Get yourself more skinning for me.
3 hours later.
Sorry, I got my second one done. How are you all doing?
Still on my first. I'm not very good at this. Same, it's sort of hard with all the screaming and all that.
It's not that bad.
You got this, team. It's not so bad. Just picture them as big, delicious potatoes. Look, I'm super into cheering Omen up, but, and hear me out, what if we made an army of skeletons with a skin exoskeleton? Isn't skin basically armor for skeletons anyway?
Yeah, let's just drop the whole army plan. It's proven impossible to recreate my grimoire spells perfectly anyway.
You sure?
Yes, it's okay. A century has passed. It's only natural that times and I have changed.
Makes sense. We've already lost half of our recruits once they saw the whole skinning thing anyways. Nico grabs a freshly skinned skeleton and moves it like a ventriloquist puppet. I bet a hot dog would cheer you up, Omen. Get him to the diner with us. And don't be a bonehead.
Yeah, let's go.
You enjoy a delicious dinner with your friends. All that plus 2 boldness skinning sure worked up an appetite.
Gotta make some money.
Almost 30 freaking bold.
Which one is the fun one? Can I go there?
You're at the community zone. You see several Congors playing the match. Wait, is that soccer? Why the hell is there soccer at MonsterCon? Congors give you a fuming and tells you, oh, it's not soccer, it's actually LARP football. What a relief. You have +2 fun watching the game. Safe knowing you don't have to watch a real sport. Afterward, you get a text from Doug inviting you to an arcade. You're thrilled that until you realized it won't be just the two of you.
Hi there.
Yay, Skloon's here. You remember my boomerang friends, right? They officially accepted me into their boomerang gang. Sup, noob? I'm sure you can boomerang, but can you boomerang? You gotta be at least level 5 boomeranger to chill with our gang.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but boomerangs aren't my thing.
There have been 2 going themes, Mayor. One is hot dogs, and Doug loves boomerangs. Oh, hey Doug, why the fuck did you invite this square? Let's go, dude. Livestock friends see this awesome power of boomerangs wield. Shall we dine to be as cool as us?
Sure.
So what games should we play first? I'm a big fan of skee ball. That doesn't involve boomerangs. If we're not going to play with our boomerangs, what the hell are we doing here? I was actually suggesting we play skee-ball with our boomerangs. It's good target practice.
Here you am goofies.
They threw their boomerang, completely missed the skee-ball machine, and hit a child in the back of the head.
I didn't mean to do that.
Not right, but I bet I could the kid across the knees with my return throw. Watch and learn. Wait, let our new boomer bro take a shot. Think you can handle it, big guy? Yeah, of course I can handle it. Everybody watch me assault this innocent child. God, these guys suck total ass. The dog's too blinded by his desire to be cool to see it himself. That means you have to save him. Prove to Doug that he doesn't need to be in a boomerang gang to be cool.
Make him realize Boomerang gang are shitty fake friends. Tell them Doug is moving and needs some help if they're not too busy. I'll put an end to this nonsense by calling the cops. Boomerangs are classified as deadly weapons. First one!
Oh.
So Doug, you're moving tomorrow, right? Do you think your new friends here can help us pack up your stuff?
I don't think Sloon would have passed the test for the second one, Mayor.
Huh?
Wait, I'm moving? I had no idea. I really need to get a planner or something. Well, can any of you help? Are you kidding? I can't move heavy boxes. I could injure my throwing arm and have to give up boomeranging for life. Sorry, I can't help either. I've got a big boomerang tournament out there. Yeah, definitely legit.
You know that I already got plans tomorrow. I'm gonna reorganize my boomerang collection by color. It'll take all day, you see.
Oh, well, I guess that's okay. This non-boomerang and related conversation's boring. Is there boomerangs at cars on the bridge? They all leave. Duck stands beside you, looking crestfallen.
Hello, puny
What are you doing?
underlings.
I got screen sticks about your big move tomorrow. I'd be happy to help you with it.
You would?
Of course. With my ox-like strength, we should be done in an afternoon. How big is your fridge? I bet I can lift it with one hand. Come on, throw it at me.
I have the perfect cosplay
Well, I can help
for
too.
that.
It'll be a good chance for me to work on my furniture and salesman character. I don't suppose you have a wife I could have a torrid affair with? No, I'm afraid not. But I really appreciate your help. Of course, buddy. That's what friends are for.
Oh, thank you.
Aw, thank you so much. You give Doug a big hug. Doug a big hug. And start
Big hug.
frantically searching for a new apartment for him behind his back. You definitely didn't think of any long-term logistics of this plan, though. But it worked out anyway. You gained 2 charm.
Smile for the camera.
It's actually supposed to be a mimic. Like D&D and all that. Let's see. I'll go here. I haven't gone here yet. You decide to watch a panel discussing fighting game archetypes. Your main goal is to determine which archetype you'd be. Are you a grappler or are you a zoner? By the end of the panel, you realize you're a very rare lover, a highly ineffective archetype for fighting games. Makes sense. You're better fit for a dating sim. You gain 2 smarts for achieving such self-awareness. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path.
Oops.
Hi?
Sorry.
Is everything okay?
Do not interrupt me.
Smile for the camera.
As of late, I find myself a bit into you. And sex. Perhaps even both at the same time.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Do not let it go to your head. It's a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you.
My god, they're talking about sex?
Anyway, I am here to make you mine, but I am unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly. What is the typical courting procedure these days?
Fiction has forever changed courtship. You now need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, and at least one bed, only one bed situation. The rigors of courtship have been simplified in 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, hole stuff, and trauma dumping. Yeah, I don't know what one's gonna be better for my stats.
Really? How efficient.
Without warning, Omen yanks you in for a kiss. Your lips slide over her beautiful, steel-cold mouth. Then she's gone, and before you can process what just happened, she punches you in the face.
Kissing hand stuff in less than a minute. I am crushing you at this.
Next thing you know, you're sitting at the edge of a bottomless hole with Omen, tossing some stuff you no longer need.
Left glove, left arm brace, left shoe. Wait, shit. Oh well. What are you throwing out, miss?
Your dreams of Omen doing despicable things to your hole tonight, for one. Just old clothes and some potential blackmail material I want to bury.
You're really smart. That means we're into step 4, right? Trauma dumping. Here's mine.
Oh.
I am still not over Gabby's Tavern shutting down. There was a dank, moldy hole of blood, sin, and cheap rum. Gods, I miss it.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up being trapped in an Iron Maiden for centuries.
I mean, sure, imprisonment was boring, but Scabby's was legendary.
Yeah. I also noticed you haven't mentioned losing your hand. I want you to know that I'm here for you if you ever want to talk about it.
Because I'm damned if I want to lose it, the other one, if that meant they'd reopen that tavern. Anyway, it's your turn for trauma. Go.
Intimacy requires vulnerability, so you have to bear the deepest trauma you have. A story that you won't even bring out for truth or dare.
Indeed.
Yes, that is quite sad. If you could have gone to Scabby's Tavern, you would know that its closure was saddened.
I'm already upset I missed Scabby's Tavern.
I think I won at trauma. I suspect I won at hand stuff and kissing too. I did not think to throw out blackmail material though, so you were superior hole stuffer.
Hear that, guys? I'm good at stuffing holes.
Maybe we could have a rematch sometime.
It's a deal. You and Omen watch the sun sink into the horizon, getting too fun and losing too creativity.
Ready for some feline felonies.
Now we'll go to the hotel.
You're chilling at the hotel room with nothing to do. Looking around for cheap entertainment, you notice April's purse hanging from a chair. Will you dare to violate the sanctity of Anida's purse? Of course you will. You grab the purse, open it, and... oh no. Oh no. No way. This is too horrible to describe. Don't count on me to utter these words. Here's true creativity. You go and imagine it on your own time. I'm out. Then you get a text from Doug asking you to play a video game with him. You two have gotten closer lately, so deciding to spend some one-on-one time together. Oh, Mayor. Every monster problem's fucking insane.
Hey!
Oh! He's shirtless!
Oh my.
Hey, Skloon. Sorry I texted you out of the blue. This was a completely spontaneous decision. By the way, the fridge is full of your favorite snacks, and I warmed up your PJs with a hairdryer, so they're nice and comfy. Make yourself at home. I'm gonna, pick out the game. You can't help but notice that Duck is shaking like a bowl of jelly. More than usual, even. Skloon is matching with a freaky Minecraft slime.
I like slime.
Is
Everything okay?
This is very true.
Press enter.
Skloon is very into the Hanar from Mass Effect, which is just a bunch of slimy tentacles.
Like this.
The slime lava Skloon. You can't deny it. You're literally doing it.
Yes, but he does have tentacles.
Well, originally you said you liked them for their slimy texture. They just had tentacles. Also, Duck can take any shape. Yeah, I'm just excited. I've wanted to play these games with you for a while, and I just hope you like them.
What games are they?
Well, they're multiplayer games that involve cooperation, mutual trust, and semi-nudity.
Hmm. Are they erotic or something?
Kinda. We don't have to play them. I've got other games if...
Oh, I'm down. Let's play the sexy games.
Really? Yeah. I wanted you to have options, so I picked out a few games. Which one do you want to play? Oh yes,
Oh.
chef. A sexy cooking simulator or Smash Your Bros.
Oh yes, chef.
Look, there's the olive with the pit.
Get the pit out.
The strip down and invite your friend over. The
This-
classic strategy. Hey, cool. This game is kind of high intensity, but I'm sure it'll still be fun. 15 minutes later, the cream's glued. The pies need more cream.
I'm failing as fast as I can.
Clip that, please.
No.
No, our customers are leaving. We're gonna get a low score.
Focus, Doug. You can't get performance anxiety now. We haven't even reached the climax of rush hour.
Oh no, maybe I'm just not as good a chef as I thought. I should have just turned in my checkered apron and thong.
Don't say that. You're a necessary part of this sexy bakery.
Really think so?
Yes, maybe you make a better top?
What do you mean?
How about you go to the top floor and churn the cream, and I'll go to the bottom floor and make the pies?
Really? You let me cream?
Doug, it'd be an honor to let you cream my pies.
Okay. You and Doug managed to turn a very sexy profit at your virtual bakery. You spend it all on +2 creativity and lose 2 boldness.
Oh no! Gee!
Yes. Don't you love the humor in this game? None of them. So... Yeah. The humor is top tier in this stuff. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. There's dad humor, puns, sex jokes, and fart jokes. That's Monster Prom. Time to see the fruits of your labors. Everyone Wants to Kiss Me on the Mouth is set to be the next harem sensation. Jacqueline, a humble country girl who moved to the big city in search of some delicious tobacco. Little does she know that she'll find is love. Due to fate and the precarious state of the economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's eyes, which are basically 2 sexy empty holes. Jacqueline's actually a lot of people's favorite, just saying.
She's very cute.
She is so damn cute. Also a touch crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, we have Mr. Assless Chaps.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Sawyer, I think it is?
Oh.
No, Sawyer has red hair.
Yeah.
No idea who they are. And then me. There's the buff, ever-horny Morty, quiet, handsome, and maiming, seductive, breathtaking Milo, and Mamimi. Mamimi seductive, breathtaking Milo, and many more. If this wasn't enough, Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to the urban life's most puzzling aspect, the lack of cows. Poor Jacqueline. So many changes and so many suitors, but she can't decide who to reciprocate for one big reason. The creature under her bed told her to wait. Only one thing is clear, there'll be lots of kissing on the mouth. Oh!
Oh. Milo, you're back! I thought you were still mad at me after I got a tattoo of your mom while I was drunk.
Jack, I could never be mad at you. Actually, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard! I heard you from the showers. You swore that none of us would kiss Jacqueline on the mouth until we made 100% sure you can't get pregnant from kissing. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that. And also fuck you.
Hey guys, what's happening out here? Wow.
Wow. Oh. You've seen the first secret ending. You go looking for Omen and invite them to the party, but they actually end up finding you first.
Yes, you will never believe this. I'm actually convinced the coven to let me take off my cap for a few hours. Who would have thought that tedious fucker would actually be good for something? It should allow me to channel at least some of my power.
That's incredible, Omen. What spells do you want to cast first?
Actually, I've decided not to cast any magic.
But I thought that was the whole reason you wanted to take the cape off.
It was at first, but now I realize that there are other things I'd rather do without my clothes. I'm talking about having sex. With you.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm in.
Of course you are.
God damn. Y'all, I fucked. First playthrough. Oh yeah, this is the way. Considering that they've been out of practice for over 100 years, Omen's surprisingly great in bed. You can't believe they gave up the chance to magically turn people inside out just to fuck you. And maybe they're closer to redemption than you thought. Or maybe they're just hornier than they are evil. Either way, that's a win. You finally gather your courage and ask your favorite green goober to go to the con after party with you.
Complaining, but
Really? I mean, I'm flattered, but I'm surprised you want to go to the party with a dork like me.
Don't you get it, Doug? I like you because you're a dork.
You do?
Of course. You don't need to be some hotshot boomerang guy to get people's attention. People love you because you're, well, you.
Aww.
Thank you, Squad. I really needed to hear that. And so the two of you went to the after party. Doug had a blast. It brought you enormous joy to see him come out of his shell. And it brought you even more joy when the two of you went back to the hotel and he came out of his clothes. Turns out Doug's just as appealing on the outside as he is on the inside. He's truly the total adorkable package.
Yay!
Hey. We got
Oh my God.
234 secret endings. Oh my
Because
Jesus.
30 out of 498 events.
Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said we didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And that came with truth. It came with a truth that, to this day, we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as the years go by, we'll always be ready to start.
We will be forever like this.
April.
Feeling free.
Oh.
You better believe that you can always
No.
count on me. Come and you will
Aw.
see we're everything we need. We were meant to find each other.
The goal's literally just to get with your partner. You pick out someone, you go through their romance. Each one of them has like a bunch of different secret endings and events. Essentially, you just want to try and get all that you can out of it.
When you're scared or lonely and the world won't help you, despite everything
The character designs are amazing in these games. And now they have the whole comic book system where you can unlock different versions of comics.
Hmm?
Yes. No sign of Polly or Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I hope they're just not fully gone. Oh, Cult of the Lamb cosplay. This is a massive yearly event. You guys are gonna see each other every year doing that shit. Beautiful glitch.
You
Love that new logo. Am I gonna get access to the meta shop now? You've just unlocked a new plotline.
Oh.
You can now call Sawyer.
Oh.
A new outfit for Doug. A new outfit for Bowman. A new comic genre. Oh, so they don't have a, Huh. Interesting. Trigger plotlines randomly, replace creepypasta content, alternative costumes. Okay, so that's all. Oh yeah, if you didn't see at the end there, it said that there's like 496 different events to go through. We only ended up doing 30 of them in that 3-hour run. And then there's, 498 events to go through. Then there's the 32 secret endings. Like, these games have a lot of content. We
Now
didn't even
one's a
see some of these
Garfield.
mascots. Yeah. We saw this guy. We saw this one. We saw that. Didn't see Garfield. Yep, 498 Freak Talk. And all the people here are not even, like, the only dates you can do. They have other, like, side characters you can date and all that, too, from previous games. Didn't see that one. Didn't see that one. Didn't see the flower. Didn't see that. Or him. Maybe that. Didn't see anger. A lot of that. Oh.
Ooh.
Essentially every run you can do someone different. Or you can grind out one character at a time and get all the relationships you want with them. Oh. You got his shirtless fit. Yeah, every run picks off as if you're just going to the con for the first time, so it's not like it carries any progression. Oh yeah, you could date anyone, it doesn't matter. They're all down to fuck. Zoe.
Zoe.
Garfield.
Cute. The cops.
The Demon Boy.
Hmm.
We haven't actually met them in the game yet, so we won't have their stuff unlocked. But there's 13 pages of characters. It's a lot of folks you can meet. Ilo Belladonna, Avari Michio, Valerie Obreu, Damien Levy, April 1st. But yeah, there's a lot of content that we can mine through this. I'm probably going to be playing it next week again there. Event checklist. Oh shit.
Oh,
So yeah, there's 6 different dates per character. Dating yourself?
nice.
Yo, we can date Miranda.
Oh,
And she's not dead in this timeline. Sawyer's back. Gerard. Vera. There's like specific comic endings we can get. Essentially, there's 42 different things that you can do. 42 pages of different events.
so many.
Multiple attempts for a lot of them.
Tracker's nice. You can know what you did and what you didn't do.
I do very much appreciate the track.
Hmm.
And then game stats.
A single run.
A single run. Cool. But for tonight, that will be it. As I said, I'll be back with this next week. Tomorrow is probably going to be Assassin's Creed Red Space. And then on Saturday, we've got some drugs. Cocaine. Weed. PCP. And soon some shrooms. But for now, thank you all for joining us, and have yourselves a lovely night. Ciao for now.